want to talk about property management. So you buy a property. Now there is a difference when you buy 5, 10 units. It's supposed to. Somebody wants to come in live. It's supposed to. If you're buying a large property, a large property will require for you to put a whole team together, right? A small property, 5 or 10 unit, you're doing everything mostly. You're going to the bank. Hey, how are you? How you doing?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, excellent. How you feeling?
Yeah, not so bad.
Shana Tova, you too. I may help you.
Yeah, I'm from New York, but I'm in Georgia.
Okay, you in...
Yeah, very busy with the holiday with the rabbi helping him. So
Oh, of course. That's our job. Right?
Cooking, shul for me at
We
9
love
o'clock
the rabbi.
to 2:30 in the afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah, where are you based? Where are you located?
We are in Miami.
Oh yeah, what are you in real estate?
Yeah, we do coaching, we do seminars, and yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Very nice.
How did
I
you?
worked in sales. I'm not working now. I have some health issues, but I worked in sales like in New York, in the good times.
In the good time. Well, it's never too late. It's never too late. You can tune into my channel.
No, listen, I'm come from good, strong European parents. I don't let anything hold me back.
Absolutely, it's up to you. It's all up here, right?
I know.
It's what you want to do. What's your vision? Whatever you give to the world, you're gonna get back.
You're from Israel, huh?
Of course, and believe me, let me tell you, there's a lot of negative energy outside. A lot of people gonna be so down in bad mood, and you don't need that. You have to select who are your friends, who are not.
That's right. I have a friend in Israel. I was just messaging with him. His wife's in Israel and back and forth. So he goes, water my grass and take a picture of my flowers.
What's that?
My friend, he's a Moroccan Jew. He lives in Israel and he lives here until his wife retires. He goes, send me pictures of the barbecue.
I love it. Why not?
I need to go. Matter of fact, my grandfather left us properties in Israel, but the government won't tell us where it is.
Right. No, you need... Oh, really? You need to go to Israel. You need to go. Everybody should go to Israel.
I'm going to go maybe when this war is over, hopefully.
It's always something, Anyway.
But how's your business? Good?
Yes, we're working hard. We are preaching about good stuff, but real estate, every day we go live. We try to go live every day.
Oh, good.
Except the holiday, yeah.
Very good.
But if you want, there's good information. Go to my YouTube channel. There's really good, very, very good information if you want to get started with real estate, multifamily.
Sure. I plan to move to Florida this year, so
you need to.
I don't like it here.
Everybody wants Florida. Yeah.
I know. So listen, the weather's nice. You don't deal with the balagan in New York.
Too much balagan. Right. But okay, thank you for coming.
Nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye. Listen, when every July 4th there is fireworks in New York City, right? Macy's prepare all year for that. After the July 4th, after the fireworks, the next day, Macy's prepare for the following year. The same thing, property management. The day we close in the property, we are going to prepare for a refinance event after 1 year to the date. We don't wake up a year later, I want to refi. We have to prepare from day one. How do we do that? By raising the rent, lowering the expenses. When you raise the rent, now your NOI, your net operating income, is going to go up. So if you have 200 unit, 250 unit, obviously you need to put a whole team together, a whole management together. You cannot do it yourself. You cannot be the plumber, electrician, and go to the bank and collect rent and lease unit and fix the units. You cannot. You need to put a whole team together. And guess what? I have good news for you. The property will have the money for you to do so, because it's a bigger property. The more unit you have, the more money you're going to collect in rent revenue, therefore allowing you to operate effectively and put together a whole good team to get it to the finish line. So that's the difference. Everybody wants to own. They want to own multifamily, and why is it that the big people, the big shot, the institutional, the big player, they don't look at 5 unit, 10 unit. The 5 unit, the 10 unit, number one, it's a lot of work to get to the finish line. Number two, the profit margin is that much smaller. Why? Because it doesn't have a lot of meat in the bone. Where's the meat? So the more unit you have, the more meat in the bone you're going to get. And that's a given. Guys, I know you want to come in live. Let me finish my thought here, and then we can see whoever wants to come in live, by all means. Today, by the way, we're talking about management. We are talking about you need to understand the complexity of the management, because once you own a property, guess what? The hard work begins now. It's sort of like the king, during those ages, dark ages, Daniel. You go to war. It's very easy to conquer a country. What do you do with it now? You have to manage it. Okay? You have to manage the country. Big deal, so you conquer a country. If you can't manage the country, you didn't do anything. Same thing with property. You have to be able to manage the property and improve it. Add value to the property so you can go to the finish line. And how do you do it? Very simple. If it's a small property, 5 units, 7 units, 10 units, 15 unit, 20 unit, most of the time you can do it yourself. You can hire every now and then a painter or plumber. You need to have them on standby. Not going to be on your payroll. Remember, it's not going to be on your payroll, a plumber, a painter. Only as needed. As needed, a la carte. When you have a bigger property, for example, 200, 250 unit, they are going to be on your payroll. It's a big difference because the income right now is able to pay for the expenses of those people. And it's obviously the bigger the property, the more people you're going to have to attend to the property, because at the end of the day, you need to make your tenant happy. Why do we care about the tenant? I tell you why. I want to get my money. Number one, our job as a community, as a manager, as an owner, as a sponsor, to get our tenant comfortable. Therefore, they're going to recommend us. They're going to keep renewing the leases. They're going to pay on time. And that's, at the end of the day, that's the end goal. Our tenant, extremely important that we attend to their needs so they can pay the rent on time. You don't have to evict them. You don't have to chase them. Of course, you're still going to have eviction every now and then. But you don't have to help it. Okay. Anybody wants to come in? Any question you have? We can talk about it. I see some people wants to come in. Okay. So, when you do when you deal with 20 to 30 units, you're not gonna have a. How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. We had a conversation about it a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and I just want to show you. Made it out to Miami, brother. Here full time now.
Man, I'm proud of you.
I'm here to, do some big business, make some moves, get my portfolio going, but also, connect with investors who are also trying to grow their portfolios. Just, a couple questions. I know you want to talk about management when it comes to the bigger projects. Which aspect is bringing in the most, how do I say, when you are about to do when you're about to liquefy or when you're about to refinance, what is bringing in more money? Is it increasing the rents? Is it the type of furniture, type of items you're putting in the apartment? Or is it the location of where?
So, you know what? Forget about the furniture, because you don't rent with furniture, right? We rent vacant units, right?
Okay.
Number one. Number two, you want to raise the rent. Raising the rent, two things. Raising the rent and lowering the expenses. That's it.
Gotcha.
The location, I assume the location is a comfortable location that it's not the worst, or it's not the best, but it's in the middle, right? So, raising two things you have to remember. That's all. If you take one thing today, raise the rent, lower expenses. That's all. You're in the money.
Where does this type of how many investors would you bring into a bigger type of project like that? If I wanted to do 50 units and up.
50 units. What's the price? Give me a price.
Give me a price. Let's say it's above 6 million. Above 6 to 10 million in that range, depending on the location.
Right. So $6 to $10 million. What's the down payment? About 3 million? 2.5?
Yeah, 2.5 million.
Do you have any cash you're working with, or there's no cash?
No cash.
So you want to buy the property with zero down?
I want to produce the deal and bring in investors that would love the deal as well, and either eat up equity just by bringing the deal in, or raise up my own money before I get the deal started to do it, which is the best option for somebody young, for somebody that just wants to get into.
So you're working in the broker capacity.
Yeah,
it's fine. Are you licensed? You're not licensed, right?
Yeah, I have my mortgage license, and I'm down here. Well, in about a week, I'll have my Florida license soon.
Good. So what you do, right? So you can. Okay. Do you know too much? Do you know something about multifamily, or that's your first time?
It's a new game I'm kind of exploring.
So
it was all residential for many years.
Here's my best and final advice for you, because it's a new game for you, because you're a newcomer, right? You don't want to make a mistake. What you want to do, broker the deal. Yep. So be a broker for the beginning, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, 2 months, 6 months, a year, right? With the idea, have the vision to go to the next level and own properties.
Yes.
So when you're a broker, you're going to make new relationship, right? You're going to get to know. Number one, make a relationship. Number two, learn the business. Very important.
Yeah.
What makes money, what doesn't make money, right? So therefore, you're not making a mistake. Let the potential buyer, if they make a mistake, it's on them. They know what to do. You give them the fact, they're gonna do what they want to do, and they're going to realize profit, right? Or not profit. But meantime, for you want to make sure that you learn the game.
Gotcha.
As a young guy, you're very young, so there's no rush.
I do feel like once I get my first one done, it's just gonna repeat.
Absolutely right. I agree.
So I just want to get in. I wish
get
I was
in,
already
get in.
I just want to get in.
You gotta get in, okay?
Yeah. Much appreciated, brother. All love. Thank you so much for everything.
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for support. Right. I think we have other people who wants to come in, but let me see. Yeah. So this is a very good point, Daniel. This young gentleman is very young. What's the rush? Guys, you know what? You know nothing about real estate. Nothing. Zero. You want to get going. How do you get going? Find a property. You're a broker, right? Or you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't get your license. I don't care. Charge a finder fee as a consultant. You're allowed to charge a finder fee as a consultant. You need to open up an LLC, okay? And you're a consultant, and you charge finder fee for that person, and that's how you make commission. It's not, you don't call it commission, it's called consulting fee. Consulting fee. At the end of the day, I want you to learn the game. I don't care if you learn with somebody else's money. I don't care if you're not making the money. Let them make the money, but in the meantime, you're making the commission or the fund fee, let's call it. And if they make a mistake, it's on them. But you need to learn the game. You need to learn what to do and what not to do. And that's a pretty good tool as a broker or as a consultant to learn the game. And by the way, you can also ask the potential buyer not to pay you and to give you some percentage in the deal. That's not bad too. But guess what? Now you're part owner, but if you're a part owner, I'm begging you, don't make me beg. Don't make me beg. Do not go to sleep. Yes, you are passive. You're not a general partner, but you need to know what the heck is going on. Ask for report every weekly or monthly. Have the ability to visit the property. Follow the sponsor. See what they're doing. Learn from them. Take notes. Don't go to sleep. Don't go travel the world for that time. Okay, that time period is for you to learn what to do. So it's better. My opinion, don't take the money, Daniel. Don't take the money. Leave the money in the deal. Therefore, you tell the sponsor or the potential buyer, listen, I want to learn. I'm going to be quiet like a mouse. I'm going to follow you. I want to see what you're doing in the property, weekly, daily. I want to see the reports monthly. Learn how the guy raised the rent or how does he lower expenses. That's the best college you can have. Nothing better than that. Hands on. It's the best thing. Right. Now we're talking about, we're comparing again 20 units as opposed to bigger property. So 20 units, guys, there's no leasing office. You have 20 units. Are you kidding me? What you can do? You're going to give 1 unit for leasing? So now you have 19? You're missing income. You can't do that. 20 unit, stay 20 unit. You don't deduct a unit or two for listing office. Heck, one time years ago, I had somebody say, you know what? He told the manager, yeah, let me take you upstairs, and I'll give you a discount in your rent. Are you kidding me? That's the worst thing you're going to do. You don't air your dirty laundry in the same place, okay? Don't do funny business. This is very serious. Your tenants are very serious. Take them, respect them, and they will respect you back.
It's also a
Trust me on
lawsuit
that.
waiting to happen.
Not to mention a lawsuit waiting to happen. So when you deal with a small deal, you don't have to worry about the listing office. You don't have to worry about the budget for full-time staff. You don't have to. There's no. By the way, you don't have enough money in the budget for full-time staff, right? Look, I don't like 20 unit or 10 unit, but I tell you one thing: if it's a good deal, if it's a great deal, do it and get out. Fix it, add value, sell it, and buy another one, and build up your cash flow, build up your portfolio. Therefore, you can go and buy a big one. But you have to start somewhere. If you're comfortable with what you're doing 9 to 5, turn off the computer. Don't even listen to me, okay? What I'm saying to you is nonsense because you're comfortable 9 to 5. My job to take it to the next level. So when you deal with a small property, 10 unit, 20 unit, right? There's no scale. What does it mean? Sometimes you're gonna pay more money per door. It's supposed to the more unit you buy under one roof, one owner, 200, 300 and 400 unit, you're gonna pay less per door as opposed to 10 and 20 unit. That's a non-fact. So therefore, the 10 unit, 20 unit, the return is gonna be that much lower. It's still gonna make money, but not as much. You have to get going somehow, right? You can't just stop. Because at the end of the day, you want to learn the business, and the way to learn the business is by being in it, doing it, not just not theory, right? Not just to study it and to listen to people or go to YouTube. It's a beautiful thing, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to execute. Right. So we're talking about large deal. So we talk about we talk about the small deal that it doesn't require. There's no management on your payroll. There's no listing office for that matter. Your return is going to be less than a big deal. It's also when you go for a loan, your options are fully recourse with the local bank in your area. It's opposed to large deal, which we'll talk about in a minute. And another thing too, very, very important, when it comes to small deal, the theory is there, the idea is people are not necessarily, you have more buyers, your buyer pool is, believe it or not, is bigger when it comes to bigger deal. I can explain why, because when it's 200, 300 units, the buyer pool is that much greater, because there is not, if you go to loopnet.com, Kresge.com, even MLS.com, every community, every city has its own MLS. What are you going to see more? 10 unit, 5 unit, 15, 20 unit, or 300 or 400 unit? So 90%, maybe even 95% of the product out there is small property. 5 unit, 4 unit, 2 unit, 20 unit, 30 unit, 50 unit. You understand, Daniel? The bigger unit, they're not necessarily featured, or even if they are, it's not too many.
Yeah.
Therefore, the competition is that much greater for bigger units, and the demand sought after for the greater unit, for the big unit, are much greater than when it comes to the small units.
Want to take this question?
Sure. What's the
Okay,
question? Yeah. How much money do you need to start flipping? You need about $200,000 to start buying a property. 200,000,
Really, that much?
maybe 150.
Can you buy a house for, let's say, like 50 to 75?
No, if you want to buy a house for $50,000 or $75,000, you're going to be in a very poor area, decay location.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much higher does it go. So I rather you if you have $75,000, you can use the down payment for something around 200,000, 225. Yes, you can.
So don't pay all cash.
Don't pay all. Never. No, don't pay all cash. Or PM. Other people money, not necessarily because you're going to put your own money. However, let the bank be your partner. Let the bank put up the difference. And therefore, if you're working with 50K, guess what? Why buy 50K, $50,000 house? Buy something worth $200,000. Let the bank put the 150.
Do you believe that the interest rate would ever change your answer? Let's say the interest rate was 10%. Would you still borrow money from the bank?
If interest, yes, I will still borrow money from the bank. However, the property, the basis got to be that much lower.
Had to be a good deal.
To have a super good deal.
Yeah.
For 10% interest, you have to be in this very super good deal. However, by the way, Daniel, hard money is 10 to 11%, sometimes 12%. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but if the property, listen, if the property is $2 million and you're paying $1.2 million, you don't give it down by 4%.
Yeah.
Right?
You gain half off.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Okay, next. So now we're going to talk about a big deal. Okay, I would say once you cross over 75 plus units, let's call it larger deal. Okay, you're gonna have to have a listing agent in place. You're gonna have to have a maintenance supervisor plus another tech. You're going to have a property manager, and you're gonna have to have a porter. Actually, the porter that clean the property, I don't think you have to spend the money. The way we do it in our communities, what we do, we have the maintenance people, not the manager, the maintenance supervisor and the tech. Every morning, Daniel, they go and clean the property for the next hour. They come. That's their job every single day.
And what do you say about curb appeal?
Number one.
It's number one. If you don't have curb, you don't have
If
any.
you don't have the curb appeal is number one because you can put gold in the unit. You don't have curb appeal. Guess what? I'm not going in.
Yeah.
Right.
People cheap out. They don't wanna.
They don't, right.
Don't wanna do
And
it.
right. So when you have 75 to 100 unit, you're now going to require an office. Yes. You are going to require an office. Okay. So there are two ways, right, for you to scale when it comes to larger property, 75 to 100. You can have what they call third-party management, or you can have in-house property management. A third-party management, you know what? You give it to them, they take care of all the headache. They do the hiring, they go to the bank. Okay, you don't have to do anything. I would say, I want to see you're passive at this point because they're doing everything for you. However, there is some good things about it and not so good things. What are the pro? For example, the pro, right? Plug and play. Like I said, you don't have to do anything. Establish systems, software. They're gonna recruit the people. They're gonna have a payroll. They're doing everything. They're recruiting the people. They have their own team. You don't have to deal with people. By the way, when you have to deal with the employee, they're not showing up in time. Somebody calling sick, or I want a vacation, or I'm pregnant, all kind of stuff, right? So guess what? You don't have to deal with that. The third party management deal with that. Then it's hot. Yeah, the third party management deal with that. So that's not your problem. However, what are the disadvantage? The disadvantage for a third party management, number one, you have no control. Zero control. They can basically do repair work for you and give you a big bill. Number one. Number two, the staff. Okay, the staff loyalty. Everybody, they go with the third party management. The payroll, the people that they hire in house, they're not going to be loyal to you. They're going to be loyal to the person that they work for.
Have you had a bad experience with third parties?
Zero. You know why?
You don't use it.
I never had one.
Never.
No.
From day one, you've been.
No, I never used third party management. Right. Correct. Yeah. You were still in. By the way, and I have a question for you. Who's managing the manager? Okay, who's managing the third party? You. So, well, yeah, there is advantage. There is good things about it, but at the end of the day, there's another thing. How about the rent? Are they going to push rent for you the way you want it? They don't. They don't care about pushing rent. Why? Because they want to be always full, so you don't fire them. But the property that's 100% occupied, is a property that's not performing well because that means the rents are too low. So this is the situation when you have third-party management. Now, when you're doing in-house property, right, you have control. What are the pro and con? Number one, you have control. Number two, you create your own software. Number three, you do your own hiring. Number four, you set expectation. You raise the rent. You tell them what you want to do. You're the boss. You're the captain. Okay. Number five, it's easier to scale long term. And it's really, really important to see what is your vision. Is my vision to have this 75 or 80 unit or 100 unit? Or my vision is, I have 100 unit now. I'm going to bring it home, bring the back home to mama, right? Raise the value, put in the, raise the rent, lower the expenses, refinance the heck out of it, and buy another property. Or your vision is, I want to have 100 unit for the next 10 years. Therefore, putting together a management team is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Now, what's the disadvantage, right? You need to you have to carry your own liability, insurance liability. You got to deal with the payroll. You got to deal with the people. You have to manage them. Some people don't like to manage the people, the employee. It's a pain in the ass. They don't show up. They want a vacation. They call in sick. Or they come in 10 minutes late. Well, why you come in 10 minutes late? Yeah, because I stayed late last night. That's not a good answer. We fire people like that. 9 to 5 is mandatory. Yes? And again, it's one thing about doing your management, you're going to be hands-on. And there's nothing wrong with that, because guess what? Does that mean, so let's say, let me answer the question, and I'm going to answer it because that's what I do. I ask and answer. So if you own 100 units, tomorrow you own another 100, and another 100, another 100, now you have 1,000 units. Wow, can you be, as a manager, how can you be one place another place? And let's say one is another city and one is another 10 miles away. No, at that time, right, Daniel? You're going to hire a regional manager. The regional manager going to report to you while they're going to manage those managers. We're going to get into it down the road, okay?
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
Right, but right now we're talking about 100 unit, not a big deal. You're able to manage it. That's important, okay? So again, it's all about, look, it's what you want. What do you see yourself? Do you see yourself expanding your portfolio and getting to, from 100 unit, I get to 500 unit, and then get to 1,000 units? Or do you see yourself staying small forever? I won't think that you see yourself as next level. You want to next level yourself at every given time. Therefore, you build your own management team. That's not bad. I like it. You put together a payroll. In the beginning, it's going to be a little difficult, but that's okay. You get used to it as it become like a cookie cutter for you. And what do you do? For example, like how do I run my property? I have a weekly call with my people. Okay, I don't talk to my if I have like 20, 30 employees, I don't talk to my 30 or 40 employees, right? I talk to my manager. My manager, she knows what I want, or she know what I want, and I'm not gonna talk to if I have like five employee in the property, I talk to one person because you don't want to overstep the manager. The manager has a job. She has a job. You don't want to take over their job. It's their job. The manager's job of the property is to manage the people, the employee in the community, not you as a landlord.
True.
Yeah, right. So I review listed reports. I look at the income. I want to see. I do rent counts with the manager. Where are the rents? Can you push the rent? Right. It's very listen. When we hire a manager, right, for a property, I like to believe that my manager of my community is not somebody just like to sit and make the seat warm. No, or go to the bank or make deposits. I want that manager to think outside the box. How can I increase the numbers? How do I increase my net upward income for my wonderful landlord. It's good. Why am I good? I take care of my people. I give good high salary. I give bonuses. They love that, okay? You take care of them, take care of you. Therefore, my manager has got a regional manager mentality, I would say an owner mentality. Always one step ahead. She's smarter than me. You want to hire someone that's smarter than you. Because guess what? Someone that's smarter than you will take you places. I'm not here to teach the manager a job. That means I'm not doing anything. I might as well do it myself.
Talking about Stacy.
Stacy, Caroline, okay?
Always rave about
And then I have another one. I have Lena. You know, different, you understand? Right? You cannot, excuse me, you have a drink over there? Drink. You cannot teach your people. I want them to teach me. That's what I call next level. So now, anybody wants to come in? Let me see if I have anybody coming in. Not yet. Okay. So now I want to summarize. For those of you who just joined now, we're talking about the difference between a small deal, large deal, in-house and off-house when it comes to management. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have management, you don't have anything. The management is extremely, extremely important when it comes to properties, and you have to have set expectation to what you're going to do. So, somebody is here, how you doing?
שלום, רגע, לדבר באנגלית או בעברית?
I think it's English right now, it's English platform, yes.
Alright, I just wanted to ask, what do you look for in project managers when you hire them?
Project manager for renovation?
Yeah.
I'm looking for experience, I want to see the resume, I want to see what they've done in the past. My job is not to teach them, okay, their job, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have anything?
But you said that you don't want them to go to university, so what sort of experience do you expect them to get without it?
As a project manager?
Yeah.
Okay, so do they have any previous employment?
Yeah, but what type of employment? In which sort of companies? Like a trust fund? What?
Are you talking about for management or for a project manager for construction?
Project manager for construction.
For construction, okay. So here's my question to you. I don't care about the college. My question is, what kind of experience do you bring to them as a project manager? Have they done before? Do they know how to manage, how to oversee a construction or renovate of a unit in kitchens, bathroom, flooring? Do they know? You understand?
Yeah. And wait, you're currently only in Miami, or are you trying to expand all throughout?
No, we are anywhere. We are Florida, mostly Florida.
All right. Okay, nice. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Wait, just one last question.
Sure.
אפשר בעברית, כי אני לא בטוח...
I can't do it in Hebrew. If you want Hebrew, just DM me and I'll answer you. Okay?
Alright, I'll DM you. Thank you.
Alright, bye-bye. Yeah, this is an English platform. I have a lot of people that speak both languages and they want to talk Hebrew. If you want to speak Hebrew, I'll be happy to DM back. You can DM me and I'll DM back to you. There's no issue. Let me see if anybody coming here. Okay, no, okay. So we are talking about with the Daniel, the difference between small deal and large deal, right? So we need, okay. So for large deal, we're gonna put together a team in place to manage the property. Small deal, you're the only one. Actually, there's no money in the project, okay, for you to hire somebody else. There's no money.
And this goes back to what you say about small deal, big deal. It's the same headache.
Small deal, big deal, it's some headache. However, the profit is much more in the bigger deal. Why not have the big deal? But you can't jump into a big deal unless you get going, right? Unless you start with a small deal.
Well, the reason behind it is if you're raising rent by $50 on 20 units, what are you doing? You know, an extra $1,000 per month.
Not good.
It's okay, but if you're doing $50 on 300 units,
of course, yeah. The more, like I said, the more units you have, the more money you're going to make, the more profit in your pocket.
Exactly. So,
So
if
they
you're
need-
raising rents, might as well raise on 300 units.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well raise on 200 and 300, not
Yeah.
10 unit. Listen, it's a lot of work to get to the finish line. Why do small unit? Why do small building? But you have to start somewhere. I can't blame you if you guys cannot start big. That's fine. I started small, but you gotta start. You can't stay still. When it comes to payroll, you don't have to worry about payroll. A lot of big deals, you have to worry about payroll. And by the way, the payroll is not going to be cheap. It's going to be high. You got to take care of your people if you want them to take care of you, because you're not there all the time. You cannot be at the property all the time. You just can't. In terms of a long-term stability, the larger deal it's much higher. Stability for larger deal is much higher than a smaller deal. And lastly, unfortunately, when it comes to small deal, price per unit is going to be higher than a large deal. Yeah. Anybody wants to come in? Okay. Let me see if... Okay. We're going to wrap it up soon, but we still have any... If anybody has any question and wants to come in, by all means.
Yeah, we're taking last questions now.
Right. And I want you to... I have a few more minutes. I want to ask yourself this question, okay? Do you want the control or do you like the convenience? Do you like the control or the convenience? I don't want anybody to control me, right? I want to be able to have control. That's extremely important. The convenience is on the flip side, third-party management. They do everything for you, but I cannot guarantee you that they're going to be able to raise the rent the way you like it with the third-party management.
Third-party management usually cheaper?
It's not that cheaper. It's actually more expensive.
More expensive, and
Yeah.
they do a worse job.
It's not nothing to do with they're not able to get to the finish line because they're very slow because they want to keep it occupied
Yeah,
at
so
all times.
in-house management, a lot of pros, it's
Yes.
cheaper.
Correct.
You get to the finish line faster. You
Right.
have full control over that.
Exactly. Now, are you able to afford to build a team now, or should you partner up with somebody else? Okay. Do you have a system in place? There's a lot of questions you have to ask yourself. Look, what do you see yourself? Do you see yourself staying small, or you want to see yourself as going and only getting better and better from the first property? And there is no right answer, but I always said you always want to next level yourself and always get better. Anything you do in life, not just real estate, anything you do in life. Anybody has any question? Let me see. I'd like to answer some question. Then wrap it up. Okay, let me see here. By the way, tomorrow we're going live too. What are we talking about? What's the subject tomorrow, Daniel?
Tomorrow we're still going over subjects, but that's probably going to be around 11 or 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock?
Yeah, around 11 or 12.
Tomorrow we're going to go live earlier, about 11 o'clock, 11:30, 11 o'clock. Wait. Let me see. No, tomorrow we have a guest, 12 p.m. Okay. Anybody else has any question? Let me see. What is my thought on Israel real estate? This question keep coming up. Israel real estate it's keep going up. You know, whoa, no war. It's keep going up. At the end of the day, if you have the vision, the only thing about Israel, I don't know about so much about flipping, and it's going up. But if you want to get out fast, it's going to go up eventually. Every year it goes up 2%, 3%. But if you want to see a 30% going up every year.
It's expensive in Israel.
Israel is very expensive. You only have to buy, you must buy and pull back. Right. And you see anybody else here? Anybody wants to come in? Anybody ask question? Now it's the time.
They're asking about Section 8 properties?
Look, I love Section 8 property, but be careful. Do not... Hey, what's up?
What's up, Elon? How are you?
How are you? Long time. How you feeling?
Doing good, man. Doing good. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, listen, actually, I was just walking on property when I was, as you're going live, but I got a question for you. At what point, obviously, the management's important. Obviously, me personally, I self-manage on a smaller scale. But at the scale you're operating, do you do like one property manager in-house every like 100 units, every 50 units?
So no, we don't do 50 units. We do 200 or 300 units. So every 200 unit, one person.
Yeah, so regardless, so the larger properties you buy, you actually have one person in charge of the building, and within that building there might be multiple. Actually, I would imagine there's multiple staff members.
Of course, right. And then if you have, like, let's say you have three or four community, well, minimum 2, you can have a regional manager to manage them.
And what kind of expense do you put an expense per partner? Per apartment for your management team?
I put 50% across the board, 50.
Okay. All right, awesome.
All right.
All right, my friend. Thank you.
Listen, send me the deal if you want to underwrite him.
I'll email it to you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, this gentleman is very smart, keep coming up, and is very, very active. I like when I see active people.
Hustling.
I got it. What's that?
Hustling.
People are, let me tell you, people are out there hustling, bustling. So Section 8, we love Section 8, but you got to be very careful. The property value is going down, your cap rate is going up. When you want to sell a property, you're going to have to have, it's going to be a higher cap rate when you sell the property. That's the way it is. And also, you got to make sure, because a lot of them don't have the best background. I'm not talking about credit score, I'm talking about criminal. You don't want to have criminal in your property. Even though the government pay the money, I don't want to have a bad apple. So just make sure you do a thorough background check on them. Anybody else coming in? Okay, I think tomorrow we're coming in to you live again at 12 o'clock. We're going to have a special guest. You're going to have to wait to see who is with us live. I cannot give away the recipe. Okay, and that's it. All right. Okay, guys, it's been one more thing. Hello, my name is my friend. May I join? Yeah, you can join. Somebody wants to join. 1 second. Somebody wants to join. Let me see what's his name. AJRT. Okay. Somebody wants to join. By all means, let's make money. The name of the game is making money, guys. See, anybody else wants to join? How you doing, sir?
Hi, Al. How you doing, my friend? I'm a big fan of the videos.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support.
Of course. I actually had a quick question. So I'm joining. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina,
Right.
and I'm joining the Army, and I get the VA loan. And when I get out, I'm thinking about buying a 4-unit property and living in one, renting the other 3
I love
out.
it. I love it.
I just wanted to ask and see should I keep it as a regular property, or should I do Section 8 if it's in Charlotte?
Okay, so number one, thank you for your service.
Of course, thank
Much
you.
appreciated.
I shipped out January, but I appreciate it.
You know what? We don't give enough credit for the Army. I gotta tell you. I take my hat for the Army. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number
Thank
one,
you, my friend.
yeah,
I appreciate
thank you.
it.
Number 2, I like Section 8. You got to be careful that you want to make sure that they have no criminal background check.
Right.
Do a criminal back, and there's no eviction. Okay.
No evictions, no criminal. Okay.
No criminal, and also be ready that when they leave, the apartment may not be in the best condition.
Of course.
Otherwise, I like Section 8. Guarantee
Yeah,
money.
so
Why not?
So if I was to live in one property, rent the other 3 out, would the government still give me the rent for the one that I live in, or is it only for the 3?
I'm believe, but you gotta check it with the local authority. I believe only for the 3, but
Okay.
I'm not so sure. Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, they also pay for if it's not occupied.
Right.
If, let's say I got a 50% occupancy rate, they still pay, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for your support.
Yeah,
Really appreciate
I
it.
love the podcast. I listen to it every morning on
Thank
the
you.
way to work.
I love it. Wow. Thank you.
Of course, my friend. Stay
Thank
strong.
you. Please, thank you too.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, the gentleman here is appreciative, and you know what? I like that. People really take us seriously. And by the way, we have a lot of good surprises coming to you in the next few weeks. Amazing. You're going to be very, very happy, but you're going to have to stay tuned. And I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to be very, very happy. You can count on it. Guys, I love you. God bless. I am going to see you tomorrow. Thank you.